distance between 2 points. The first point is x1 and y1, and second point is x2, y2. Can you tell me distance formula? Do you know distance formula? Okay, so our distance formula simply is square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. That is our distance formula, isn't it? Okay. For example, let's suppose we have a point 2, 3, and there is another point. Let's suppose 5, 4. Okay. So find the distance between them. So if we apply distance formula, then what will be the value of distance? What is the value of x2? x2 value is 5 minus 2 whole square plus 4 minus 3 whole square, isn't it? We can write like this. So this is simply square root 9 plus 1, that is square root of 10 unit. This is the distance between this point and this point. Okay. Are you getting up to this distance formula? Are you getting up to this, Krishna? Distance formula concept. Okay. So based on this distance formula, we can apply some application like collinear point. So can you tell me the condition for collinear point? How do you identify collinear point based on distance formula? If we have 3 points on a line, A, B, and C. So using distance formula, we can say if AB plus BC equal to AC, then points are collinear. Okay. Are you getting this? And we can also apply to this some use of triangle like equilateral triangle if all 3 sides are equal, isosceles triangle if 2 sides are equal. Okay, to identify the figure whenever point is provided to us. Okay, so next formula is our section formula. Okay, so let's suppose we have a point x1, y1, and there is another point x2, y2. If there is a point P, let's suppose x, y. Then divide this line segment m into n ratio. Then the coordinate of point x can be written as m into this side and into this side. So m into x2 plus n into x1 m plus n. Y will be written like m into y2 plus n into y1 m plus n. This is the case of internal division. This is the case of internal division. Okay. If division is external, so can you tell me what will be the change in this formula if division is external? Do you know what is the difference between internal division and external division? No. Look, this section formula means here, look, in case of internal division, like we have a line segment, let's suppose A and B, and there is a point P, and this ratio is m into n. So what that's supposed to mean practically, AP by PB value equal to m by n. This is the meaning of this. Okay. So if we make external division, so let's suppose there is a, this is a B, and here is a point P outside this line segment. So we can also have same ratio m is to n if we write AP by BP we can get the same ratio, because this is the ratio of two distance. Like I have the ratio like 5 by, let's say 13. If I multiply by 2, then I get 10 by 26. So this is kind of scenario here. Okay. So we can get the same ratio, one internally and other externally. So this is the our external division. This is external division. Okay, are you getting now? What do you mean by external division? Okay, so if we write the formula for external division, then this plus sign will change into minus sign. Okay, so our x coordinate will be m x2 minus n x1 divided by m minus n, and y coordinate will be m y2 minus n y1 divided by m minus n. Okay, this is our external division formula. Okay, so now this is clear to you. What is the change in external division and internal division, and how to write the formula for respective case? Okay, fine. So let us try to solve this question. This question is based on distance formula. Try this question. You have to tell me the what kind of triangle is formed with the help of these given points. Can you verify this by using distance formula simply? Okay, take your time and tell. Look, if we write point A equal to 3,2 and point B equal to -2 -3 and point C equal to 2, 3. Okay. So what will be the value of distance AB? Can you find out what will be the distance AB? Apply distance formula. So if we apply distance formula between A and B, then we have -2 -3 whole square plus -3 -2 whole square, isn't it? If you simplify this, we have 25 and here again 25. So this is equal to √50. Okay, is AB is correct distance or not? AB is matching with your distance. Is there any calculation mistake? You can tell me. Okay, so now find out BC. What is the distance between B and C? Again apply distance formula, 2 minus of -2 plus 3 minus of -3 square. Then this will be 4 square, that means 16, and this will be 6 square, that means 36, and this is equal to √50. Okay, now find out AC distance between point A and C. Again apply distance formula, 2 minus 3 square plus 3 minus 2 square. So what is the value of this? This is 1 and this is 1. Okay, so this is √2. Now can you tell me what kind of triangle is this? With the help of side, can you tell me what kind of triangle is this? Can you identify? Yeah, absolutely right. This is because AB equal to BC, two sides are equal. So we can say okay. So let us try to solve some more question. So solve this question now. Question number 4. Find the relation between x and y such that point xy is equidistant from point 7, 1 and 3, 5. Can you solve this question? Okay, try. We have a point. First point is 7, 1. Then second point is 3, 5. Okay. And there is another point x, y. Let's suppose this is x, y. Okay. So let's suppose this point is P. So what is the condition? This distance is equal to this distance, isn't it? So we can say distance between A and P should be equal to distance between P and P. Equidistance condition. If we write distance formula for both the distance AP and PB, for AP we can write square root x minus 7 square plus y minus 1 whole square, isn't it? Can we write like this for AP? Okay. Now similarly for PB, if we write distance formula for PB, then x minus 3 square plus y minus 5 square, isn't it? Squaring both sides. So if we square this equation both sides, then we will have x minus 7 square plus y minus 1 square equal to x minus 3 square plus y minus 5 square. Okay, x square plus 49 minus 14x plus y square plus 1 minus 2y, x square plus 9 minus 6x, y square plus 25 minus 10y. Isn't it? Are you following up to this? We just open this whole square equation. Okay. Now cancel out the term which are common in both sides. So we can cancel x square to x square, y square to y square. Okay. So what is the left out term here? That is minus minus 14x minus 2y, and this will be plus 50. Okay. So we have here minus 6x minus 10y and plus how much? 9 and 25, 34, isn't it? Now if we take all terms one side, then we have minus 14 and minus 6, that is minus 8x. If we take this side, this will be plus 8y, and this will be plus 16 equal to 0. If we take minus 8 as a common, then x minus y minus 2 equal to 0. Then this equation, if we divide by 8 minus 8, then this equation reduces to x minus y minus 2 equal to 0. Or we can write x minus y equal to 2. Okay, this is the relation between x and y. This is the relation between x and y. Okay, are you getting this? Up to this, how to find relation between x and y? Okay, fine. Okay. Now try this sum. You have to prove the given vertex are the vertices of a sphere. Can you solve this question? Okay, try. Okay, we have point. First, let's suppose point A is 1,7. Point B is 4,2. Point C is minus 1,1, and point D is minus 4,4. So, can you tell me what is the property of a sphere? What is the property of a sphere? Which property we should use here to prove this is a sphere? To prove this square, first condition is sides should be of equal length. That means AB should be equal to BC, should be equal to, because diagram will be like this, A, B, C, D. So AB side should be equal to BC side equal to CD side equal to DA side. Can you tell me this condition is that is sufficient or not? Yeah, each angles are 90 degree, but we cannot prove the angle with the help of distance formula. So this condition is sufficient or not? No, this condition is not sufficient, because if sides are equal, we can say this is rhombus too. So how can you differentiate between rhombus and square? Because this is the same condition in case of rhombus and square, between a rhombus and a square. This is not sufficient condition. We need some another condition to prove this is a square. Diagonals should be equal, because in case of rhombus, no need of diagonals to be equal. Okay, this is not necessary. But in case of square, diagonal, that means AC diagonal should be equal to BD diagonal. So first condition is sides are equal, and second condition is diagonals are equal. Okay, are you getting my point? What is difference between square and rhombus? In rhombus, it is not necessary diagonals are equal, but in case of square, diagonals are equal. Okay, so now we need to find out its distance, right? So first find out AB. Can you tell me what is the value of AB? Use distance formula. between A and B. So we can write 4 minus 1 square plus 2 minus 7 square. If we simplify, this is 9 and this is 25. So this is equal to square root of 34, isn't it? What is the value of BC? What is the value of BC? BC means distance between point B and C. If we write minus 1 minus 4 square plus minus 1 minus 2 square. So this is equal to under root of, this is 25 and this is 9. So this is also equal to square root of 32. Now find out what is the distance between C and D. Point C and D. Distance between C and D. So what is the value of C and this is the value of D? This will be 4 minus of minus 1, that means plus 1 whole square plus of this is minus 4, okay, minus 4, and here we have 4 minus of minus 1 square, so that is equal to square root of 9 plus 25. This is also equal to square root of 34, isn't it? Now find out distance between point D and A. Distance between point D and A. What is the value of point D? This is the value of point D and this is the point A. So we can write minus 4 minus 1 plus 4 minus 7 square. So we can write this is also 25 plus 9, that is root 34. Now we need to find the diagonal AC and BD. So what is the length of diagonal AC? This is A and this is C. So we can write minus 1 square, minus 1 square, and here plus minus 1 plus minus of 7 square. So this is equal to 4 and this is equal to 864. So this is root 64. And what is the length of diagonal BD? What is the length of diagonal BD? Can you tell me length of diagonal BD? What is the coordinate of point B? 4, 2. B minus 4 plus 4. So we can write minus 4 square plus minus plus 4 minus 2 square. So this is also equal to 64 plus 4, that is square root of 68. So we can say the diagonal AC is equal to diagonal BD. So with the help of equation 2 and with the help of equation 1, that is our AB is equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA. So we can say from first and second equation, the given ABCD figure is a square, isn't it? Are you getting this? How to prove this and write this in exam? Okay. So now can you solve this question? Find a point on y-axis which is equidistant from point A and B. Okay. We have solved one question of equidistance. Now try this. Okay, try and tell me answer. Can you tell me what is the general point on y-axis? How to write a general point on y-axis? Look, we have 0, y. Yeah, absolutely right. If point is on x-axis, then we can write x, 0. If point is on y-axis, we can write 0, y. Okay. So let us assume that given point is 0, y. Okay. This is equidistance from point 6, 5 and -4, 3. So this distance should be equal to this distance. Equidistance supposed to mean that if we apply distance formula between these 2 points, let's suppose this is A, this is P, and this is B. So AP should be equal to PB. If we simplify this, then -4 -0 square plus 3 minus y square, isn't it? This is whole square. Okay. If we square both sides, then we have this is 6 square 36. This is y minus 5 square equal to here 16 plus, isn't it? Squaring both sides. Now, if we simplify, this is 36 plus y square plus 25 minus 10 y. This is 16. 9 plus y square minus 6y, isn't it? Is there any calculation mistake? Check out. Okay, fine. So, is there any term which get cancelled from both sides? The y square term. The y square from this side to y square from this side. Now, if we reduce this equation, then we have 36 plus 25 minus 10y equal to 9 plus 25, that is 25 minus 6y. This also get cancelled. Then if we transfer this to this side, then we have 36 equal to 4y. And value of y will be equal to 36 by 4, that is 9. So our point will be 0, 9, isn't it? This is the value for our point. Okay, are you getting this? Is this answer is correct? What is your answer? Have you solved this? What is your answer? Oh, fine. Okay. So now, can you prove these points are collinear or not with the help of distance formula? Collinearity of these 3 points using distance formula. Use distance formula. Okay. So, what is our first point? That is 1, 5. Point B, that is 2, 3. Point C, that is -2, -11. Okay. So we need to find out each distance. So first pair is AB. So what is the distance between AB? 2 minus 1 square plus 3 minus 5 square. If we simplify this, then this is 1 plus this is 4. So that is equal to under root 5. Isn't it? Is there any calculation mistake? Check out first. And what is the distance between B and C? Distance between B and C, minus 2 whole square plus minus 11 minus 3 whole square. Okay. If we simplify this, then we have 16 and this is how much? 14 square is 196. And this is how much? If we add these two terms, 1 by 2 by 2. Isn't it? Okay. Now what is the value of CA? This and this. So we can write minus 2 minus 1 square plus minus 11 minus 5 square. This is 9. And this is how much? 16. What is the square of 16? 256, isn't it? Square of 16. So what is the value of this if we add? 264. Okay. So can you tell me AB, BC and CA? The relation between AB, BC and CA. Whether these points are collinear or not. Is the relation of collinearity is satisfied here? No. Let us check. Okay. Here we have root 5, that is equal to 80. Then we have BC equal to root 212, and we have AC or CA value equal to 264. So can I write like this? AB as a root 25. Can I write like this? No. This is basically root 20, not root 5. Okay. So can we simplify this root? Can we simplify this root by factorization? Okay. So if we simplify 212 by factorizing, we have 106, then we have 53. So we can write BC equal to 2 root 53, isn't it? And if we simplify 264, so what is the value we can write? If we divide at 2, then we get 1, 3, 2. Again divide by 2, then we get 261. We can write 2 root 61. So, and this is the value of AB, that is root 5. So now tell me, the relation between collinearity is suppose AB plus BC should be equal to AC. Is equality hold here? Is this equality is true? No, because sum of these two value is not equal to this value. Okay, we can say this is not equal to this. Okay, we can say points A, B, and C are non-collinear. Okay, are you getting my point? Okay. Can you solve this sum? Find the value of y for which distance between point this and this is 10 units using distance formula. Can you solve this sum? Now, we have solved several questions on distance formula. Okay, so you can note down this question and try this question at home. Okay, we have solved similar question for y-axis. The point lies on y-axis. Okay, this is similar to that question. So note down this question and try to solve at home. Okay. Have you written? Okay, fine. And this is the also a similar question. Okay, note this question too. This question is also based on the concept of equidistance. Note down this question too. Okay, these are similar questions. Now you can practice at home. Take screenshot of this question. Noted? Can we move forward? Okay. Now this is the based on section formula. So we have 2 points. First point is 4, -3. Second point is 8, 5. And there is a point in between them which divide entirely in ratio 3, 1. So we have to find the coordinate of this point, the point P, which divide this line segment AB in ratio 3:1. So can you apply section formula here and tell me value of x and y? Can you solve for this x and y by applying section formula? Okay, so tell me value of x and y first. Okay, write down section formula. So what is the value of x? M into x2 plus n into x1 divided by m plus n. So x will be 3 into 8 plus 1 into 4 divided by 3 plus 1. So if we simplify, then x value will be 24 plus 4 divided by 4, that is 28 by 4, get cancelled at 7. So our x value is equal to 7. Okay. And what is the value for y? Y will be m into y2 plus n into y1 m plus n. So if we apply section formula for y, then 3 into 5 plus 1 into minus 3, 1 into minus 3 divided by 3 plus 1. Then y value will be, this is 15 minus 3 by 4. How much? 12 by 4, that is 3. Okay. So our point will be x comma y, that is x value is 7 and y value is 3. Okay. This is our answer. Is this clear? Are you following up to this, Krishna? This section formula. Okay. Now try this question and tell me the ratio. Now point is given to us. We have to find out ratio. In which ratio A and B is divided by this given point. Okay. Okay. We have point A, that is minus 6 comma 10, and here point B, that is 3 comma minus 6, isn't it? And there is a point in between them, that is minus 4 comma 6. So let us assume the ratio is k comma 1. Okay. So we need to find this ratio. So if we write x coordinate, that is n x2 plus n x1 m plus n. So what is the x coordinate? Minus 4, that is equal to k into 3, 3k, 1 into 6 minus 6 divided by k plus 1. If we simplify this by cross multiplying, then we have minus 4k minus 4, 3k minus 6, isn't it? If we take k this side, then we have minus 7k equal to minus 2. This minus get cancelled and value of k is equal to 2 by 7. And our ratio is k ratio 1. So if we substitute value of k 2 by 7 ratio 1, then this is converted into 2 ratio 7, isn't it? This is the our required ratio. Okay. Are you getting this? This ratio value. Okay. So now try this question. Find the coordinate of a point of trisection. How to find point of trisection? What is the point of trisection? Let's suppose we have 2 points, point A and point B. If we divide this line segment into 3 equal parts, first, second. So this is, let's suppose point C and this is point D. So we can say AC equal to CD equal to DB. So if we count, this is 1, 1, 1. So we can say this ratio is 2 ratio 1 for point D. And if we count for point C, then from here to here, this is 2 unit, and from here to here, this is 1 unit. So we can say this is 1 ratio 2 for point C. So if we find for point B. So we can make it another image A comma B. Here is point B. This is 2 comma 1, and point A coordinate is 2 comma minus 2 and minus 7 comma 4. So can you find out point D now? Calculate point D coordinate. Calculate point D coordinate. So x coordinate will be 2 into minus 7, that is minus 14. 1 into 2 plus 2 divided by 2 plus 1, that is minus 12 by 3. So x value equal to minus 4. If we calculate y value, then 2 into 4, 8 plus 1 into 2 minus 2 6 by 3, that is equal to 2. So we can say point D coordinate will be minus 4 comma 2. Okay. Similarly for point C, if we make this diagram again, here is the point C, and this ratio is 1 comma 2, and coordinate of point A are 2 comma minus 2, and coordinate of point B are minus 7 comma 4. So can you tell me the coordinate of point C now? Use same concept. Calculate the coordinate of point C now. Using same section formula, we can write x equal to 1 into minus 7 minus 7, 2 into 2 plus 4, and divide by 3. So here we have minus 3 by 3, that is equal to minus 1. And coordinate of y, that will be 1 into 4, 4 plus 2 into 2 minus 4 divided by 3, that is 0. So point C coordinate will be minus 1 comma 0, isn't it? This is the coordinate of point C. Okay. So now try this question. Can you solve this question, Krishna? Now find the ratio in which y-axis divide the line segment joining point this and this. Okay, tell me answer first. Let us assume a general point on y-axis. So general point on y-axis will be 0 comma y. If y-axis is dividing these 2 points, then this is 5 comma minus 6, and this is minus 1 comma 4. And assume the ratio will be k ratio 1, and x coordinate is known here. X coordinate is 0. So apply section formula here for x coordinate. So x coordinate is 0. So we can write k into minus 1, that is minus k. Here 1 into 5 divided by k plus 1. So we can write this is minus k plus 5 equal to 0. So k value will be 5. So our ratio will be k ratio 1, that is 5 ratio 1. Okay. Are you getting my point? Okay. So if we need to find directly the ratio between the point if y-axis is dividing these 2 points. Let's suppose we have point x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2. If there is a point, this is, let's suppose, y-axis. So we can directly write ratio value will be minus of x1 divided by x2. Okay, if we apply this formula, can you check that we are getting same value or not? If we apply this direct formula, this is for objective approach, okay, for objective question. You can use this approach for objective question. Okay, for board and CBSE purpose, exam purpose, you have to use this concept. K is to 1. Okay, are you getting this shortcut? Okay, fine. Achha, now try this question. If these are the vertices of a parallelogram, then find the value of P. So can you tell me what is the property of a parallelogram? If we have a parallelogram A, B, C, D. So what is the property of a parallelogram? So first property is AB should be equal to CD and AD should be equal to BC. Opposite side should be equal, pair of opposite side. Second, AB should be parallel to CD and AD should be parallel to BC. Okay. And there is a third property, the diagonal of a parallelogram, that means AC and BD, bisect each other at point O. So we can say this distance is equal to this distance and this distance is equal to this distance. Okay, so third property is diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, so if we use third property, then we will get answer easily. Okay, because our point A coordinate is 6, 1, B is 8, 2, C is 9, 4, and D is P, 3. Okay, so if we find out midpoint of A and C, so what is the coordinate of point O using midpoint formula? So we can write 9 plus 6 by 2, that is our x coordinate. And for y coordinate, we can write 1 plus 4 by 2. So our x coordinate will be 15 by 2 and y coordinate will be 5 by 2. Okay. So now if we use this diagonal B and D, so similarly x coordinate will be 8 plus P by 2 and y coordinate will be using 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 by 2. Okay, so this is 5 by 2. So look, because the point O is the common point of AC and BD intersection, so this must be same value, this value and this value of x. So if we equate both value of x, then we have 15 by 2 should be equal to 8 plus P by 2. This 2 get cancelled and value of P is 15 minus 8, that is P equal to 7, isn't it? Are you getting this? This parallelogram question is asked several times in CBSE examination. Okay. So now the area formula. What is the formula for area of triangle? If we have 3 points, the first point is x1, y1, second point is x2, y2, and third point is x3, y3. Can you tell me the area of triangle? Formula. How to write formula of triangle? We can write 1 by 2 mod of, look, if you forget this formula, then you write the numbering like 1, 2, 3. Okay, then transfer this 1 to backside, then you can write 2, 3, 1, then again write 3, 1, 2. Okay, in this sequence 1, 2, 3, then write from 2. Okay, 2, 3, 1 and 3, 2, 1. And how to make the formula? First is value of x. So x1 y2 minus y3. Okay, plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. Are you getting this formula of area of triangle? How to write this formula and memorize this formula? Okay, if you have any trouble, just remember this number. First write 1, 2, 3, then write 2, 3, 1. Transfer this 1 to backside. Okay, then transfer this 2 to backside, then write 3, 1, 2 and put 1 by 2 outside mod. First value is x1, then y2 minus y3 plus again first value is x2, other two value for y, and first value should be x3, that is y1 minus y2. Okay, so this is the way we can memorize this formula. Okay, are you getting this? If we apply this formula for all these points, the first point is 1 comma minus 1, point B is minus 4 comma 6, and point C is minus 3 comma minus 5. Okay, so we can write 1 by 2 mod x1 value is 1, then what is the value of y2? Y2 value will be 6. What is the value of y3? Y3 is minus 5, so that means plus 5. Minus sign is there. Okay, plus what is the value of x2? X2 value is minus 4. Then y3 minus y1. Y3 is minus 5 and y1 is minus 1, that is plus 1, plus what is the value of x3? X3 value is minus 3. Then y1, that is minus 1, and y2, that is minus 6. More 1 by 2, this is 11, plus this is 4 into 4 plus 16, this is 7 into 3 plus 21. Okay, if we simplify this, then 1 by 2, this is our 32 plus 16. How much? This is 21 plus 11 plus 16. So this is 8 and this is 48. Okay, if we divide by 2, we get 24 square unit. Okay, this is the area of triangle. Are you getting this? How to find area of triangle? All calculations. Hello, Krishna. Are you getting this? Okay, so note down one question that is based on area of triangle for homework. Then we will end this session. Okay, note down this question. Find the area of triangle if point A, B, C are given. Okay, so point A is 5,2, point B is 4,7, point C is 7, minus 4. Okay, so let us end this session. Okay, for today. Bye bye. Okay.